Hello everyone, how you going? And welcome to Canadian references in The Simpsons. Now obviously being set in Springfield in the USA, there's going to be a whole bundle of possibility for that to occur, but let's just see how often and how much they make fun of Canada.
Hola, senor. We are gringos who wish to spend mucho dinero in your country.
Splendid. Welcome to Canada.
Oh! Now Celine.
Canada! So to win Greta back, I have to go to Toronto.
Canada? Why should we leave America to visit America Jr.?
Coming up next.
Oh, there we go. Just straight off the bat, we're only, 20 seconds in and they've just been hammering it down. I mean, it's a classic stereotype that the USA loves to hammer down and Canada loves to hammer back. Just the fact that the USA, or the Canada in fact, is not the USA's little brother. They try their darndest just to make sure that fact is known, but clearly even the Simpsons and Homer doesn't know that. And honestly, with this one, I'm not sure who they're making fun of the most. Is it Canada? Is it Mexico? Or is it Homer's intelligence for just driving clearly the wrong way, regardless of which you wanted to actually achieve?
Coming up next, a Canadian couple who say they are deathly afraid of scorpions.
Oh, that stings, eh? Oh,
So
God!
random.
Sting those Canucks.
I love this show. Take that, you stupid hosers!
Tonight, Canada turns to its most famous director, Ivan Reitman, the man who brought us Ghostbusters.
Honestly, some of these references and some of these skits are so abstract. You go, how did someone sit there and come up with this in the first place? As to somehow through a roundabout way be able to make fun of Canadians by dropping scorpions on them because they're apparently deathly afraid of them. I don't know how you would ever come up with that roundabout thing and how do you pitch that to someone? But hey, I guess considering it was left in the episode, someone decided it was a good idea, and considering it was also left in the episode, it also means that it's just happened in real life.
Hello, Calais, we're in luck. They had a magnum at the shoe counter.
I knew it. You're there. Just hear me out.
Bart, forget it. I'm leaving in 10 minutes. My dad's shooting a movie in Toronto.
You're going to Spain?
Goodbye, Bart.
You're going to Spain? Honestly, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, does it? Considering the fact that Bart thinks Toronto's in Spain and Homer just drove to Canada in order to go to Mexico, or maybe the other way around. Geography certainly isn't a strong suit between those two guys. I mean, at least with Lisa and Maggie and probably even Marge just bringing up the rear, it's probably a bit balanced out, but honestly guys, just learn your closest neighbors if nothing else.
We aren't as well behaved as our goody two-shoes
Queen.
brother Canada, who, by the way, has never had a girlfriend. I'm just saying.
Wait, what kind of reference did they just chuck in there? Obviously, we're missing the rest of the context of every single episode, all like 2,000 or whatever episodes, or maybe more. It's like, what is it, 25 seasons? 30 seasons? 33 seasons, 32 of which have aired. Oh, actually, it probably is 33 now. That is ridiculous. I mean, at least in this scene, you can get enough context with the massive black hats and the queen herself just sitting there or standing there, but either way, the fact that he said
We aren't
this...
as well behaved as our goody two-shoes brother Canada,
What?
who, by the way, has never had a girlfriend. I'm just saying.
When did this episode air? Surely not. Anyway, I guess it is what it is. It was a wonder.
Okay, Abe, here are your fake Canadian health cards. Take them to any pharmacy and you'll get enough drugs to make Regina look like Saskatoon.
That's a good one, Johnny. Thanks a million, Johnny. In appreciation, I'd like to give you this DVD player.
Wow.
What the heck? Where do you pour the syrup?
Where do you pour the syrup? What a great line. See, this is why everyone loves The Simpsons. They just have so many one-liners, and it's just one-liners after one-liners as well. And even just squeaking in references that I feel as though only Canadians could ever understand. You know, he says, some place looks like Saskatoon.
See, and you'll get enough drugs to make Regina look like Saskatoon.
No idea where that is. I feel as though I've heard of the first one, but then just to make it look like Saskatoon, I guess that's a Canadian comparison. But then, of course, they
Where
go
do you
straight
pour
into
the
making fun of
syrup?
them again.
And now, in the Olympic spirit of peace and goodwill, we release the Canadian dove, the beaver.
What? What is going on?
This was all preventable.
No. Oh no.
Maggie, what do you think?
All right, son. We'll all go. First class.
It's so clean and bland. I'm home.
It's it's so clean and bland. See, once again, another one-liner. I'm home just to top it off as well. But I just can't remember why Bart needs to go to Canada. But hey, at least he got to go first-class bus, and hey, I think Springfield isn't that far from Canada. Springfield in The Simpsons was based on town in Oregon all along. Okay then. So then I search up Springfield, Oregon, and look, it's just here. It's up in the top left, so it's really not that... actually, no, Toronto is a long way away. I mean, at least you're not down in Texas. Or actually, maybe Austin would be closer to Toronto than Springfield, Oregon.
Dad, no, it says don't walk.
Doesn't matter. They have free health care. Whoa, I'm rich!
I'm a 10-year-old boy in Toronto. I should be the happiest kid in the world. But I can't stop thinking about Greta.
Oh, you'll win her back, eh? And B, we're closing in 5 minutes.
Would a U.S. dollar change your mind?
American currency. What time would you like your breakfast, sir?
Over there, you can see them shooting the film Canadian Graffiti.
Obey the rules. Nice one.
I see you drive on the left up here.
No, ma'am. I'm drunk.
That took me way too long to get. I was going, what do they even mean by that? Oh, you drive on the left up here. No, ma'am, I'm drunk. He's just driving around. No worries. He's probably just finished up. Or maybe he hasn't even finished up his multi-day bender, just having Caesar after Caesar after Caesar mixed in with some Nanaimo bars or something like that. And so I can understand why he might be all over the road. But once again, are they calling them drunks? Or what's going on here? Because there is so many digs at Canadians in this, 30-second clip. It's ridiculous. I mean, I guess something like this is a bit more of a cultural comment than anything, but everything else was just ridiculous. Like he said, American currency, what time would you like your breakfast, because he paid him $1. And of course, if we keep coming back, dodges of foreign wars, that's a major political dig, as well as just, oh, I'm rich as well. But who was driving the car? I thought I saw Lisa or someone in the car for a second there. Maybe it was Maggie in the back window. Oh, okay, so Lisa is animated through the back window. I was wondering why she was in the back of the car.
I'd like some Vioxx, Coumadin, Albuterol, Prevacid, and an auto-inflate blood pressure monitor seat cuff with case.
Anything you like, fellow Canadian.
Canadian? Them's fighting words! I mean, accurate words.
What? Oh, fella.
What's with the Canadian flag on your backpack?
Well, some people in Europe have the impression that America has made some stupid choices in the past, 5 years. So, for the next week, I'm from Canada.
I think Dad may blow your cover.
That flag is mine! Don't mess with Texas! Shock and awe, losers! Shock and awe!
Oh no. Now this is something that has been mentioned in previous videos, and I had no idea about it, honestly. It wasn't until people in the comments went, yeah, this is a thing that some people might do, and especially Americans, are trying to cover their true identity. And so if you didn't know already, yeah, Lisa summed it up perfectly. Some people wear the Canadian flag just generally as a little pin, not as a big kind of sticker or whatever that is, but they do it all over the world to not give off the wrong first impression, going, oh, Americans, right, you're just going to be loud, harsh and arrogant. And hey, at least they certainly know it as well, because my goodness, the fact that he brought an American flag with him wherever he goes, it says a lot.
Well, Circle cut my bacon. Look at all these Yankee doodly dandies. Is there another Vietnam going on?
Hello, neighborino to the north.
Wow.
I sure like the cut of your gibberish.
Going doodly
Diddly
diddly.
oodly.
Diddly
Diddly oodly.
Tick a
Loony
doodly.
oodly.
Noodly doddly
Diddly
diddly
oodly.
doddly. Shut
Loony
the
oodly.
diddly daddler Etner.
Maple aidly.
Doodly doddly diddly
Diddly
doddly.
oodly.
Say,
Is that
would you
a
like to
right line?
puff on a reeferino? It's legal here.
They warned me Satan would be attractive. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, it's not even one line. It's like I said, it's just a constant ridiculous one line of the whole thing. They told me Satan would be attractive, but honestly, this entire exchange here is so burned into my mind. And yes, it is the cut between the two mustaches, but honestly, I think it's just a poo leaning in and over that just makes it so much better. Look at him, he just walks in out of nowhere, just looks at Homer, and they look at each other and go, what is going on? And that is coming from the same guy that we just saw had the confidence to wave the American flag around on top of the baggage collection in a European airport.
They warned me Satan would be attractive.
So
Let's
good.
go.
Back off, Canadians. We got him.
You back off, hosers. They're in Canadian waters, eh?
Beat it, you puck-slapping maple suckers.
Take a hike, you Shatner-stealing
don't they go
Mexico
straight through?
touchers.
I'm gonna knock you into the next province!
Killing balloons. Oh no.
Well, we've seen some wild sweeping here today.
Yes, the broom handling has been truly dazzling. What's this? Two young Yankee Doodles have turned this match into a dandy.
Ha 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 ha. Both our viewers must be thrilled.
Both our viewers must be thrilled. I mean, look, they seem to be able to pack out a crowd in the audience, and maybe they're just counting wrong. Maybe they're missing a couple of zeros, and otherwise they're just getting the whole population involved. But once again, they're also just having a dig curling for loonies, which is obviously a Canadian reference for the coin, but they're also making fun of just people being insane and just saying, oh yeah, who would ever do this? Ah, the Canadians would.
Stop him! He's expressing his faith, eh?
Hold on, we're just innocent tourists.
How much did he rob from their medical system?
I took another sip.
I mean, at least it's a 4:3 ratio, so you know it's nothing too modern, but my goodness, the fact that they just did some of this stuff. I mean, obviously we are missing the original context of him taking a sip of that really hot coffee, but my goodness, for him to take another sip and then to do that, that is just not on. Especially for him to say, stop him, he's expressing his faith.
Stop him! He's expressing his faith, eh?
Like, what? That's ridiculous. You wouldn't think that that would come from Canada, because for goodness sake, we just came from curling, then making fun of that, to then all of a sudden this. But like I was saying, how much did he rob from the medical system? That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, if they sold that in the USA, it's probably worth more than whatever other drug you might want to say. So I understand, and I don't really blame him for doing it, but at the same time, it's clearly the wrong thing to do.
Homie, we're going to Vancouver!
Heck your winter coat. We're going to Canada's warmest city.
So, what do we do now?
Well, we're in Canada. Let's find something fun.
I've got just the ticket. Come on.
I can't believe we're on the Canadian Olympic basketball team.
Yep, it's just that easy.
Wow, that was close. You can be the center.
Oh my goodness. See, like I said, 1 second they're painting them in the worst light possible, and then the next they're just going, wow, look at that, you're congratulating someone for a shot that basically completely missed. I mean, I guess it wasn't an air ball, but it might as well have been if the backboard wasn't there. And even just the fact that they said, yep, it's just that easy. Apparently there's no population. 2 10-year-old, 4-foot guys can just walk up and just join the basketball team? Apparently so.
Today, Mounties busted a major American drug smuggling ring. Former U.S. astronaut Homer Simpson was taken into custody. Oh, my butt looks so huge during perp walks.
We've confiscated your car and its contents.
Nous avons confisqué votre voiture et ses contenus.
You may leave Canada, but never return.
Vous êtes permis de quitter le Canada, mais vous n'avez plus le droit de rentrer.
I am a big fat French idiot.
Je suis un grand, gros, hey!
Oh, come on. Even in this one clip, there are so many possible things you could break down. But I'm just wondering, are they going deep enough with it to go, oh, clearly the Quebecians and the rest of Canada, being the English-speaking part of Canada, don't really have the best history or even relationship known to mankind. I mean, at least we know the context because, what, 30 seconds ago, we were just having these, there we go, right there, all over the floor. And then even earlier, we get to see them just actually obtaining everything that ended up falling on the floor. And so there are so many nuances within all of the Simpsons writing. As we can see here, Canadian news and Lost Mitten update, of course, because once again, you just got to poke fun at Canada as much as possible. The writing of The Simpsons is just insanely good because their ability to communicate a storyline, let's say in this regard, it's Bart needing to go to Toronto just to chase after this girl, to do that, but only basically do it through comedy, one-liners, and also, I guess, sometimes to show that Homer actually has a couple of brains and cares for his family, to do all of that and deliver it in a package like this, but also then just make references all over the place is just insane.
Aye. Not a hymn to war like our national anthem, but a sweet, soothing hymn like the national anthem of Canada. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
But Well, honestly, I feel as though that just has to be the most surprising thing about all of these clips that we've seen. Yes, some of them have been ridiculous, yes, some of them have been crazy, but honestly, I think this one is the most surprising because there is no way, I refuse to believe that anyone from the USA is going to know the Canadian national anthem, and especially not all of those people, considering the fact that he drove to Mexico when trying to go to Canada. No, he drove to Canada when trying to go to Mexico, for goodness sake. But honestly, this was just such a fun time to see all these nuanced references, some of them that I just didn't really get at all because I just don't know enough Canadian people, and others like this which I kind of dispute because the Canadian currency is awesome compared to the American dollar, even if it is worth a little bit less. But for me, it is just the range of different things that they are able to showcase, from Ned to Lisa with a backpack to wrestling on ice and all these different things. It is honestly just, like I said, so well written. To get all these nuanced little bits in and just make it comedy is just insane, and honestly I'm sure you could do it with so many different animated things, and that's what makes them great. And even though rightly or wrongly people do often say, oh, I just love the old Simpsons in comparison to the new ones, honestly the fact that they are still going on 33, 34, 32, doesn't matter the number, it is a lot of seasons and they are still pumping them out and still coming up with incredible content is honestly just a nod to the entire franchise as a whole, because they built such a solid foundation that it doesn't even matter what they do now, it is just always going to be an absolute pinnacle. And for goodness sake, this video has showed us such a tiny portion of everything that they have made, and really it was all centered around Canada, so they're limited even in that regard, and they still came out with some awesome bits. And so what can I say besides my hat goes off to everyone that has ever worked on The Simpsons, and hey, maybe I'll just have to do an Australian references one once. But anyway, in saying that, I reckon I'm going to call it there, so thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, feel free to do the YouTube algorithm things down below. Also, if this is the first video of mine that you're watching, then make sure to go check out any other ones I've done. Also, make sure to go check out the original video down in the description below, or hey, maybe even just want to consider subscribing so you don't miss another one of these in the future. But all in all, have a good one and see ya.